Ladies and gentlemen, I am Richard. I'm going to have a drink, and we're going to talk about what I call the Overrun Protocol. I don't know if this is the proper drink for this particular mix, but I have not used this glass ever, so I decided I needed to use it. Yes. As a note, this is one of those substances that I need to use up. This is a sour mix from Ocean Spray that was best before the 3rd of October 2020. So make what you will of that. Never had it with tequila. And this is definitely the wrong glass. But the excessive amount of ice should thin this somewhat. It's very tart. Anyway, so I have what I call an overrun protocol. What does that mean? It comes from a person that I used to know who would tell this Vietnam story over and over again. There was a artillery installation and it was overrun. There was a human wave of Viet Cong running at this installation. So the weapon they were running was a small, I believe it was a howitzer. Now, howitzers go like this. The gun goes like this, okay? And it goes from a 0 elevation to a 45-degree elevation. I believe they won't go over 45 degrees, which is maximum distance. And that's to prevent them from being able to strike themselves, although there is some evidence to believe that a shell fired from a higher elevation would have greater penetration power. Right. So, they had this weapon at a 0 elevation, so it was pointing straight forward. And they were firing into this human wave of troops. And it didn't matter what they were putting in the breech anymore. Get something into the chamber and pull the trigger. Get something deadly going to the enemy as fast as you possibly can. And when as I film this video, possibly not when I post it, but when I film this video, I'm drawing unemployment. I'm not technically unemployed, but I'm drawing unemployment. If I make any money, if I'm called into work, I have to report that income, obviously. But I am not being called into work. What does that mean? Well, it means that I have all kinds of stuff at home that I should be working on. And I sit there and I do as much of that work as possible. I believe I'm currently around 3 months behind in my quota for the year. And you might even say that's a little bit more because at the start of a certain month, when it became 500 days from the end of the support for Windows 10, my quota rows. And what quota for what, you might say? Well, quota for videos, quota for blog posts, quota for points of creation that I have made that, I need to post. Okay, so every time I post something, whether it's scheduled or it's live, that's one more unit. And, I have these units that I'm posting. And before the 500 point, I had a quota of 18 per day. And after, it's 38. All right. So what I'm trying to produce is 38 units per day of creativity, essentially. But I mean, even when I lost my job or got put on call, I was behind. And to be completely honest with you, I don't know if running at 38 units a day would even get me completely caught up. What I want to be doing is I want to be posting all 6 of my blogs and all 6 of my YouTube channels. And it's like, before I return to work, I would actually like to be 1 year ahead of schedule on all of these things, at least on average. And then that would be it. 1 year ahead of schedule. Now, for one of my blogs, I actually want to be 10 years ahead of schedule. That is when I would reach what I refer to as a 1-to-1 ratio, where every time I create a unit, I post that unit. All right? Why 10 years? Because that regards my 10-year seal regarding all events. All right? I don't talk about things for 10 years. That's a rule I created. I had an incident where I could have damaged someone's privacy. So I don't want to be talking about anything that happens to me that can be tracked to other people for 10 years. Now this channel would obviously be a 1 year at most. Because anything beyond 1 year, it's like, okay, what are you doing? There are things I want to do for certain holidays. I would really like to have a Hanukkah thing, stuff like that. But, so on and so forth. We're all trying to do this. But yeah, when I'm not working, I'm working. I'm working on me and my personal creation. And I have an Overrun Protocol, which is do as much work as physically possible. You just keep working and working and working and working. And, this video is 1 unit, okay? But it doesn't count until I get this into my computer and I edit it and I upload it and it's scheduled and ready to go. But that's my Overrun Protocol. I do me, you do you, we all do whatever we do. I'm Richard.
Danger Ducky says, this is your magic moment. A moment for you to do something that is good for the world. You can comment, like, and subscribe, because for every 1,000 subscribers this channel gets, they will buy one of these bracelets I am wearing. Each one of these bracelets I am wearing means that one pound of trash will be removed from the ocean. Cleaning the ocean is an expensive thing to do, and we need your help, so don't be trash. Comment, like, and subscribe, and get trash out of the ocean.